The following program was paid for by Southern American Media. Fox 30 WGBC invites you to the talk of all the towns in East Mississippi and West Alabama. Welcome to Mornings with Scotty Ray and Candace.
Here we go. We didn't have the mics on. We're back live now as Ellie joins us. Good morning. I'm your friend Scotty Ray and Candace as we have our special guest.
Miss Ellie, yes. She is all over the place this morning. Goodness.
We hope your morning is going well for you as we're starting out a little cooler. We'll get up to about 76 today before it's all said and done. Nice weather, but beware, rain is coming. Now, the horrific stuff will be south of us. And I say horrific, the level 2. We'll have a level 1 in the Meridian area is what we're expecting tomorrow. As we look at all this, let's pull this up so we can just get a quick view. What you doing, girl?
What's she doing? She's crazy.
She has to, in order to like you, she's got to lick that hand. She just does it all day long. She can't help it. As we look at that forecast, here's what we got when we take it to radar. Level 1 here for the Meridian area as we back this out and show you that. This is Kemper County. This is Lauderdale County. As we go south to Laurel is where the level 2 will be for tomorrow. Some serious weather in that neighborhood. But our area, we're expected to have a little rain. Nothing worse than that. Nothing too bad.
She's got her head on the table. I don't know if y'all can see it.
She's quite the thing here. She's got her outfit on, her winter clothes.
When I come in some mornings, she does not want to go out. So it's either chase her around or leave her in here, and So
yeah, sometimes she just wants the chase, so to speak, like all women, We'll chase it. What was that Merle Haggard song? Let's chase each other around the room. Okay, I can see in your face you have no clue. You don't even know that Merle Haggard song, do you?
I've heard it. Yeah,
okay.
I've heard it.
It wasn't
I don't know all the words.
It wasn't one of my favorites, but it was one of Merle's that a lot of folks did like there.
We got a lot of people watching this morning.
Morning.
Yeah, from Duck Hill, Levi Ware, and Connie Johns, good morning to you. Brenda Gordon, good morning. And then Beverly Davidson.
This is public enemy number 1 to my big dog, Sophie. She looks sweet and innocent until she starts biting your ears, is what Sophie tells me. It won't let go. Overnight, let's talk about a few things that went on in the Meridian area. We go to Clark County first as we go down to our friends at Clark County Hot Topics. There was a fire. We need to keep some friends in our thoughts as a home was burned in Quitman last night. The 500 block of Thompson Avenue, they have lost everything. A total loss. There's absolutely nothing left of the home. The only bright news that we can tell you is no firefighters or the people in the home were hurt. That is what's the good news out of that.
Yes, that's good.
So if you happen to live in the Quitman area, I'm sure that there's some folks that want to put together some donations to help this family as they try to get back on their feet again. And so close to
or the
Christmas.
Meridian area, yeah. And it is close to Christmas, and for stuff like this to happen anytime is awful, but right here around the holidays.
Well, the kids turned out in droves last night to the Meridian Police Department. There were kids everywhere as we go out to take a look. And I thought we'd pull this up from the Meridian Police Department. I ran by before one of my meetings that I had to go to, and this is the scene of all the kids last night at the Meridian Police Department. They were in outfits left and right.
That is so cute. Oh, this one's cute.
The police, they didn't call Mama. It was very cute. And the police just went above and beyond to make kids feel good. And as we look here, here's a few shots of the trunk or treat part they had here for the kids as they were going to each police car. Pretty neat there. Here's a scary one there.
Oh, goodness.
So if you made it out, I hope you did enjoy it. And also, MCC had a big turnout for their event on Highway 19 there, the Candy Cruise.
That's good. That is really good. Yeah, there's so much going on around the holiday, or around the Halloween time. People having all these fall festivals, and I know Pine Grove Church is going to have one Sunday evening. So.
Now, if for any reason, and we'll go over what we have, if anybody is canceling theirs due to rain, let us know. I put up a little post a minute ago on our Facebook page that said if you're canceling, let us know so we can let others, if you're adjusting locations due to rain. It is a 90% chance of rain tomorrow. It's not going to be horrible, but if it was all going to be outside, it would affect that. So long as you're in an indoor environment, everything's perfect for tomorrow.
Yeah. What about Monday? Do we have any rain expected for Monday on Halloween night where there'll be trick-or-treating?
I think we're good, but let's go ahead and just pull up that forecast, and
it's looking
like I don't have it in front of me just yet. Here we go. I almost had it. I was paying attention to who had my leg and what was going on. Here we go. This is the forecast for Monday. Perfect 70.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. And 51 at night, that's not too bad.
No. We'll take that weather any day of the week. Today is kind of like the warmest of what we've got for a few days, and then it'll hit later in the month as we go into November.
Right.
Is anybody shocked about this November, about the word November being here?
I'm telling you, October just flew right on by. I mean, seriously, it was just like a blur. But, yeah, Christmas is coming up on us.
Yeah, and
I don't know how many
humming.
days exactly till Christmas, but...
Well, let's see. We got how many days in November? 30? Isn't it 30?
Yeah.
30 and 25. Ooh, that's...
Less than 50?
Yeah, think so. It's coming. Y'all be prepared for that.
Well, no, 50-something days, I guess.
Yeah, counting the rest of this month.
Yeah.
As we look at that. Let's see here. As we look around, we did have some overnight gunshots in Meridian. As we go to this, let's pull this up. This would be 20th Avenue is where this happened. Several gunshots. And if you'll look at that, there's Magnolia Cemetery is what this is close to. As we get closer and closer, again, this moves to North Meridian. Crime every day moves further in those directions.
Yeah. It is slowly, moving that direction. Of course, we've had some break-ins, some shooting into homes and all that around that area. So.
Just be conscious as we move into these winter months when crime normally upticks on home break-ins and things of that nature. People doing a fast, so to speak, snatch and grab, I think is the word. Right. Now, Jeff brought this up. Big day for JSU as they're going to have the college game day there this weekend for JSU. That's a big deal for the college, the very first one.
Yeah. That is good.
I have no idea why she keeps dipping down and just looking there.
She's laying her head like on his leg.
There's nothing like your dog. So we thought we'd just let her stay for a little while today. Let's see what else we've got stirring that happened overnight. We had a fender bender to where somebody didn't think that, they hit somebody. They thought, it's time to go.
Yeah.
I'll just stop here for a sec. And what we think is they may have partaking of some of the liquid courage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they might have been drinking and driving is what we're thinking there as we pull this up. This is the look of that. 22nd Avenue at South Frontage Road. Right here, here's the CEFCO that sits here, and this would be that takes you down to Nelson Hall and Crestwood Elementary. Right there is where the accident happened.
When did that happen?
Late in the afternoon. I'd say about 3:30, 4 o'clock, somewhere along in there.
I was going to say, we were out that way for baseball practice, and I didn't hear anything going on then. But
And then off toward Quitman they went. So that went on yesterday afternoon. I'm not sure we brought up, as we have identification, we may have yesterday morning, but I wanted to bring it back up with the gentleman that lost his life from the Collinsville area. Again, we posted
sad.
this. It is. And we been identified as John Bethany of Collinsville. He was riding his motorcycle. Someone was coming across. He was coming this way. He hit the side of the car and was injured, transported to a hospital, and lost his life.
Prayers for your family, though, and for the Bethany family. That's so sad.
We moved to our next headline, motorcycles. I just don't know what to say. A Jackson police officer has lost his life as well. Highway 80 yesterday in Jackson, involved in basically the same type accident, lost his life. A well-decorated police officer, and it's just a lot of heartache going on through our communities.
Yes.
Jess says he wants to pet that dog. You can't help but do it.
She's so sweet.
She didn't know what to think about
sweet-natured
these
little dog.
outfits my wife started dragging in for. She got her a whatchamacallit outfit.
Yeah, some dogs will not wear stuff like that.
It had the legs that like a spider, and she didn't care for all that. She kept trying to chase it.
Oh, really? I have seen the costumes for dogs, like I think I've seen a pirate one, where they look like they've got the little arms made on the front, so when they're walking, it looks like they're actually like moving their arms. It's so cute.
But if you don't have a pet, there's so many that need to be adopted in the area, and they make great friends.
Yeah.
Now, if you hold this young lady like this all day, she will never move. If you do this is what she loves. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, she's into everything gnawing and chewing up furniture, but it's well worth it.
Yeah, yesterday I was like, what is this? It's like a ball of yarn looking stuff. It's part of that rug over there.
It was.
Like, okay.
Her bed includes everything in the house that she can drag into it. Ball caps, anything else. Scotty Ray and Candace, good morning to you as we begin this, starting to ease into the 50s now as we wait for a high a little bit later on today of about 76.
Health Now is your locally owned medical equipment store. Every person's need is a little different, and they offer a little bit of everything from hospital beds, wheelchairs, reclining back wheelchairs, breathing treatments, CPAPs and supplies. They even have walkers, bath products, and oxygen. And the great thing about Health Now is they offer same-day service. They're open Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. and on call 24/7. Health Now Medical Equipment, where we treat our patients like family.
Time to stop spending your entire weekend mowing grass. Step up to a Skag zero-turn lawnmower. Freeman Tractor in Collinsville has the #1 rated zero-turn mower, Skag, with cutting widths from 36 inches to 72 inches. Skag, the #1 choice of professional landscapers because they know nothing outcuts or outlasts a Skag. 0% financing for 48 months with payments starting as low as $129 a month. Stop by Freeman Tractor on Highway 494 and see coleslaw or buttermilk.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
Happy birthday goes out to Mary Smith, who is celebrating her 46th birthday. We hope you have a bunch of candles and enjoy yourself. Do a little something that you want this weekend. Mm-hmm. Used to, people would get the day off from work or play hooky on their birthday.
Yeah. Goodness.
Yeah,
But happy birthday, though,
yeah,
for
hope it's
sure.
a big one. I brought this up this morning in Mississippi State, Stark, Vegas. A lot of people have such a big connection to that area due to the fact their children go to college up there. And as I was at a meeting last night, and somebody said, boy, when college ain't in, it's a ghost town. Mm-hmm. It is. But there is some kind of controversy going on there. As in the Cotton District, I'm not familiar with Starkville enough to know that, but, well, an event was planned. Mm-hmm. And the town is in an uproar. There's no other way to word this as let me see the name of it, the Cotton District Arts Festival has had to cancel an event due to backlash throughout the town, including some aldermen. They were going to have a drag queen dancing thing in this, and it's not going over well in Starkville.
Yeah, I can't imagine why.
Mississippi, y'all.
Really?
Yeah, I know we see that stuff on television and it happens in other cities, but
I know, yeah.
And
we don't need
I
that.
don't think anybody is going to say that they don't realize there's other walks of life that may not believe in everything, but still, that doesn't. You shouldn't dance in front of children. And that's what the big thing was. Children will be at these events.
Right. Like an art festival. I mean, what does that even have to do?
I saw a thing last week where they were doing this in front of like 8-year-olds. And
well, I mean, on the national news, they had a drag queen reading books to children in schools. I mean, coming into the school and stuff.
But if you don't speak up, then it's socially accepted. Maybe that's what all of this is about nationwide.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, have we got some controversy. Have you seen the news? Mm-hmm. Donald will be welcomed back by Monday morning as Elon took the helm last night and automatically fired the guy that banned Donald Trump for life. That was his first firing. He's out of there.
Now, what was the deal with him bringing the sink in? Did
you
see that?
Yeah.
What was that supposed to
let it sink in.
Symbolize?
It symbolized, let it sink in, I'm in charge.
Okay.
And I'm fixing to fire you tomorrow morning. And he did that. 4 of them left immediately. As soon as the ink hit the paper, they were fired. All of those that have been going through this banning people for life, everybody's back now.
Yeah.
And we do hope that this will set the motion forward for America to have free speech again.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, I hope it will, because I feel like, they've tried to silence everybody that had any kind of a different opinion from what they wanted to push,
Yeah.
or a different agenda, that the agenda they had going on. But I mean, just like this drag show thing.
If no one says anything, then it becomes part of the culture.
Right.
And Stark Vegas ain't having it.
If you stay silent, you might as well be saying, "Oh, it's okay."
That's what Ellie said. She's asleep now. She's just all about that. This dog loves that.
Mm-hmm. She's a sweet-natured little dog.
And I promise y'all, if you're sitting at home, especially if you live alone, a kitty cat or a pup will really change your life. Mm-hmm. They're happy. You can go to the bathroom and come back and like they ain't seen you in 5 days. It's like, whoa, you're back. Give me a treat.
Yeah, our dogs, we have the big outside dogs now. That's all we have. We don't have any inside now, but they always are waiting at the door. Kurt will let them out in the mornings, and they'll come to the door, and they know I'm gonna give them a treat.
Yeah,
they'll give them a snack or whatever.
David says that Starkville has changed a lot. Be careful where you park nowadays. He says they'll even give you a ticket for parking for under 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. Still trying to locate businesses as you get out and you're trying to figure out what's going on there.
Yeah.
It is a lot of change.
Yeah, my daughter lives up there in the Cotton District area, and that's what I had gone up there one day to see her, and she's like, "You can't park there. You'll get a ticket," So,
yeah.
Anyway.
I went and helped Dylan Ray move, and I thought, boy, this is a nice neighborhood, until we pulled it in front of where he was staying, and I thought, Dylan, you're not even going to have a truck tomorrow.
No tires, nothing,
That's my boy. Always trying to save $1.
Yeah.
He says one day he's going to graduate and it'll all be okay. All right, we all got a chance. They'll do the drawing tomorrow night. Do you want to be a millionaire? It's your chance. $800 million is up for grabs Saturday night in the Powerball across the United States. Mm-hmm. Huh. And I guess there are people that have won numerous times. They get this. I don't understand it, but have you ever heard of Mississippi or Louisiana or Alabama being one of these big where the ticket's drawn from? I guess it could happen.
Yeah.
You have?
But I am not a lucky person when it comes to stuff like that. I'm just not. I could buy 100,000 tickets and mine wouldn't be the one. I mean, seriously, I'm not.
And there's that type of person that can walk into a casino, put one coin in,
right,
win $1,000 and walk out and go, well, that was fun.
I know. This girl I work with, she went and got a scratch off little ticket thing at the service station, won $100. Went back a little while later, got another one, won another $100. I went and got about 5, and I didn't win that. Like the same place right after her. I was like, they bound to have another one.
That's right.
No, I can't.
What's Chris Reed got to say this morning? He's saying something up here. Mm-hmm. Coming today when evil will be considered good and good will be considered evil. We are in that day. I do agree with you, Chris. That is a strong statement there.
Yeah, everything's backwards from what it seems it should be. So,
happy birthday goes out to Rick Mayat having a birthday today. Also,
Mayat, yeah.
Oh, I said that wrong.
Yeah.
That's kind of far off for me.
If you kind of glance at it, it does look like Mayat.
I'm not gonna lie, I can't see it.
Uh-huh.
I'm still, I'm scheduled to go back for my second surgery to have my eyeballs done something to where I'll see again.
Well, I'm going Monday to the eye doctor. I have got to get my eyes checked. I cannot see at night to drive.
Oh, that is changing for me.
Yeah.
Cars appear closer, and so I wait a little bit longer just to be on the safe side. I think everybody goes through that.
My hair's catching this thing. It's the lights.
Don't let your wig come off.
My wig.
That is more popular than you realize of wigs.
Wigs are really coming back in style. Now, I never had a wig. I did have some little pop-in extensions that sometimes I'll pop them in like every now and then, and they bring my hair down to about right here. But, wigs used to be a big thing. I know.
Yeah. I know somebody that got involved in a romantic moment, flung her down, and the hair went off and lost the moment.
Oh, my Lord.
That wig was gone.
Goodness.
Somebody asked, what breed is Ellie? What breed is Ellie?
She is a Maltipoo. I think her daddy is a full-blooded Maltese, and the mother is a Maltipoo. So,
Candace gave us the hookup on this, is why she knows so much more than I do.
Yes. A girl I work with, she had a litter of them. Her 2 dogs had puppies, And Scotty Ray and Angie were looking for a little dog, and so I told them about him.
And it seriously, it took me a little over a year to get over JJ's death. I mean, that was horrific.
Well, that was tragic.
I miss my boy.
It was tragic. Poor little JJ.
She hasn't learned what skid it means. JJ knew that skid it meant go bark at something. He would, the ears would go up and he'd go chase it.
Oh,
She
he
hadn't
would
quite
spin
caught on.
around in a circle.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
But there we go. Becky's having a birthday too. I don't know Becky's last name, but we do hope it's a big one there for you.
Yes.
As we wait for the lottery. Let's see here. I'm gonna buy some today. I'm going out. I'm gonna drop a $5 bill and get me one. Just a chance there.
Kurt always picks up several little tickets.
Just to be, and so he wouldn't tell you about it if he won.
Oh, well, he better.
But there's a lot of people that would not tell their kinfolk if they were to win because they would be hounded.
They probably come out of the woodwork like, can I borrow some money? Can I do this? Oh,
They ain't gonna pay you back.
I'm falling on hard time. Yeah. It's like, don't use the word borrow if you never intend on bringing
Just
it
give
back.
me some.
Right.
Give me some.
Can I just have?
What was that Toby Keith song, Get You Some?
Yeah.
I liked it. It was funny. Hawaii being, they're being told to be ready for what's coming, the possibility of a volcanic eruption. That would be horrible there in Hawaii. Running a bunch of things. Even the Big Island in this is being warned about it. We hope nothing becomes of it, but we'll watch that and let you know if anything does. As we go to California, I'm not going to show this because it's scary, but a grandmother was walking with a baby stroller, her grandchild across the street. Somebody runs the red light and hits her. She's in critical condition. The child is okay, but she's in critical condition. She hasn't passed away yet, and we certainly hope she doesn't.
Yes.
And there's
That's
just
awful.
no way as a pedestrian to be prepared for something like that because you can't see it coming.
Right. I just don't understand people. This is the evil we're talking about in the
It is.
part of it.
As we know that Amy Coney Barrett, who is a Supreme Court justice, she's got a book coming out. And this is what we talk about people. There are things in life that not everybody's going to agree with you, where you believe in this or believe in that, and you just have to accept that there's people with different opinions. They got a petition up to make the publishing company that has a book of hers coming out to cancel it, where they won't publish it. You don't have to read it if you don't like it. It's kind of cut and dry on that.
Right.
I don't understand it.
I wonder what the book is supposed to be about. Do we know that?
Let's see here. Let's see. Boom. No, I do not.
Okay.
I'd have to read deeper into it of what her book is going to be about, but it is coming out very shortly.
Yeah.
The book that everybody should be, or he should be concerned about is Harry, Prince Harry, or former Prince, the Prince, formerly known as Harry. How do we word that? But his book is coming out in January, and they say it's going to be bad. Mm-hmm. He's tried to pause it, and it ain't working.
Yeah. I think there was some stuff in there, controversial stuff that he did not want in there. And I guess it hit the publisher before he could take the stuff out.
You got your own self into this is all I can
why
tell
would
him.
why would you even
To begin with, do it.
put yourself in that position to begin with? Right. But there's another, isn't there a book about like Hunter Biden or something? Somebody's got a book out.
Don't know about that one. I know there's a lot of truth about him
Yeah.
out there that can't be brought to light.
Right. I know.
'Cause it
You wonder if
connects.
there'll ever be any kind of justice served there.
It's very doubtful. Not with our current setup in the United States. I just
The
don't.
Untouchables.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
They had a movie about that one time, didn't they? Also, as we look at this, sometimes it's best to just ride off into the sunset instead of changing your mind. And that poor fellow that bought that football for all that money, for $500,000 or so.
Right. After he had retired.
Tom
so to
Brady, 3 games in a row he's lost. It's not looking good for him. Marriage is up in the air. All for what? He should probably think about going away. They say that the wife has given him a warning, and I don't know if any of this stuff is true about the divorce, the threat of divorce over the football at all.
I don't know either, but it says that she was wanting him to. She was wanting him to retire and stay retired.
He's supposed to go to Disneyland or something. Cancel the trip, I guess. Or maybe it was Nevada. He was supposed to go on a trip in a motorhome with her, and he didn't want to go. Tragedy struck yesterday as a Montana health clinic manager. Her husband was a doctor. She got mad at him. She killed him.
Oh, Lord.
She would drive another 40 miles in Montana to a location and take her own life. Again,
Gosh, what did he do to make her that mad?
she was some kind of upset.
Yeah.
As the investigation goes on, we'll find out a little bit more about that, I'm sure, of what prompted all of that. New York City. Let's talk a little bit about New York. We often bring it up from time to time. Crime is rampant there, as we see that now the subway systems from last year at this exact moment is up 41%. You take a guess all year long, and I thought it was just 13. I was so wrong on the number of people that have been pushed in front of trains. You know what the number is?
What is it?
25.
Oh, my gosh.
Y'all, what would make you want to go to a subway if you were visiting that town now?
You know, this morning when I was watching the news, they were talking about people going to the subway. Normally, they usually would stand there waiting on the subway to come through, or the train, or whatever they call it, to come through and pick them up. And now they're standing in the stairwells because they're scared to stand by the tracks.
This woman, 22, was standing in the stairwell, now that you bring that up, and she was pushed down them, attacked there. She was hurt pretty bad. It bothers me. 25
because
victims.
So many people depend on that subway to get where they got to be, you know.
And what comes to my mind when I bring all this up? Charles Bronson. If y'all ever remember that, Death Wish. They did a remake of that with, what's his face? Bruce Willis. It was horrible. Death Wish, the original with Charles Bronson, he took care of issues throughout the city all night. I think there was maybe one or two instances where Bruce Willis actually got the guts to go get on a subway. It's just the times of people that changed the storyline. It wasn't as good.
I wonder if there'll ever come a day when they just shut that subway system down and just totally depend on like taxi cabs or Ubers but I don't know how many people.
Apparently, it's pretty big for people to get to work. I've never been to New York, and I don't know. But from what I understand, that's a vital way people get to work, and it would be hectic if they. But don't quote me on that. I'm not from there.
Then they'd be pushing them out in front of cars, probably, if they were waiting on the side of the road.
Criminals will be criminals. No matter what.
That's right. Yeah, they'll find a way.
Well, all I do is keep looking at Ellie. She's passed out. She's one happy camper this morning. Did y'all see this? And I'm not even going to call this a gaffe because it was said on purpose, I believe. Yesterday, a guy named Joe that lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue made a claim that when he took office, gas was $5 a gallon.
Really?
Now, the quote they said it was $2.39. That had to be a California price because in Mississippi and Alabama, we were looking at $1.69 a gallon, I believe, somewhere right along in there.
It was low.
Very low. But why say that? They're worried is why that was said.
You don't know what day of the week it is, like much less how much gas costs.
Yeah, next Tuesday, the 8th, when election day is, that's not going to be next, it'll be the following Tuesday.
Yeah.
Has a lot of worry going on there. Hot mics have captured moments all across the United States as they try to get battle plans together of what they're going to do for the election.
I just really hope that it's going to be a turning point. I hope it will.
And you know, I read an article, and sometimes it's really hard to understand someone else's belief to where it said that both parties feel like if they're not elected, it will be the end of the United States as it is. I think we're already seeing it. And I'm basing this on money and crime is what most people do. Oh, we see another headline this morning as we find out where they're saying that China no longer deserves the benefit of doubt. The Senate report says, guess what? Don was right on where that escaped from, a lab in China. Didn't he get banned from a lot of things and called dirty names?
I mean, everything that he said that they tried to say was just bogus, you know. Everything he said has come to be pretty much the truth. I mean, from what I understand.
Yeah, that, and he said that, and he was banned from things called a racist because he said it come from a particular country. I don't understand how that makes you that way.
Well, and I think the plan, the whole plan was when they went into office was to totally undo anything he had done. It didn't matter if it was good for the country. It didn't matter. They were just going to totally go the opposite direction. And this is where it's gotten us. I mean, it's just they've run this country in the ground.
It reminds me of that video, and I know everyone watched, you included, maybe even Ellie has seen that video. That man will not be president.
Yeah.
And then, whoop, there he was.
Yeah.
Will that happen again? We don't know. We're not sure. It isn't announced if he will run. There's a lot of speculation. We'll see what becomes of it.
I will say that I was watching the a portion of that debate with Ron DeSantis.
Yeah, I missed it.
Okay, and the guy was saying, if you become governor, are you promising that you're going to serve a 4-year term? And he would not answer it.
Well, that tells you he's thinking of it.
Yeah,
Then.
he wouldn't answer it, and he said, "What I can promise you is that I can't even. I don't want to quote what he said. But something about getting him out of office. He said he's wanting you to say that he's mentioning Joe Biden or something, getting him out of office. He said he's the one that I'm trying to get out of office or something.
He was sidestepping, so
right.
to speak, as they say.
Yeah, but he wouldn't commit and say he was going to be there.
We'll see what happens there. It's going to be interesting, without a doubt. As we get ready for today, don't forget, if you need gasoline, convenient, and you like a clean store where it smells good when you walk in, this is our friends. You'll find them at Chevron cooking up this morning. Also out at Causeville with all that bacon and eggs. It's good for you. Mm-hmm. See them. They got lunch coming before long. It'll be ready to go. Drop in for it. Loyalty coffee program still going strong, along with those cold drinks and moon pies and tater chips. Mm-hmm. Maybe you need a bag of Lay's chips today.
Yeah.
They got it. Pizza out at the Bonita Chevron, of course, Pine Springs, and lottery tickets as we talk about the $800 million. Little ice cream. Mm-hmm. See them. Visit with them. Bonita, Pine Springs, also Causeville. You'll find them at 31st, Broadmoor Chevron, and Last Chance Tobacco. Visit with them today. They'll help you out. They're there always. The Square Peg Mini Mall is located across from the Neshoba County Co-op in Philadelphia. And they're getting ready for the Christmas season with a large variety of furniture and over 30 vendors to browse through. You can take advantage of the layaway on furniture and not pick it up until Christmas Eve. The inventory is constantly updating, and there's always a chance for a surprise when you step inside. Family owned and operated, where they treat you like family. Come visit the Square Peg Mini Mall located at 335 West Main Street in Philadelphia. Folks, if your yard is needing grass and you need it quick, talk to our friends at Coates Hydro Seeding. They offer residential and commercial. The great thing about this, it doesn't wash, the water treads, and it holds the soil in place. It's the easiest way to grow grass. That's hydro seeding. You'll get a great looking lawn without all the dry spots. How many times have you put out seed and it gets washed away, blown away, or even the birds eat it? Talk to our friends at Coates Hydro Seeding, 601-728-1954. If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. Welcome back with Scotty Ray and Candace as we start your Friday morning. I almost had Wednesday in my head. 11 days is what Miss LaWanda has given us on the countdown to go vote.
Yes.
And no matter how you vote, make sure you go do that.
Yeah, and let's hope we know an answer by the end of the night. That's
I don't understand.
You did know. Like we were just saying, you used to know who won the whatever that was being voted on. I mean, you knew by the end of the night. Now they drag it out for weeks.
Ain't right. Something's wrong there. Mm-hmm. All right, let's step back in time and see what happened on this stage. One of the most patriotic people that I have ever known, that he loved this United States more than anything. He's passed away now, but anybody remember this guy? The Devil Went Down to Georgia. Mm-hmm. Legend of the Woolly Swamp. I Ain't Nothing But a Simple Man. Charlie Daniels was born in 1936, and I have to say, of all the people I've ever met in this world and shook hands with, that man was a gem. He was a man among men. Mm-hmm. I really liked Charlie. Would give the shirt off his back to help somebody. He was that kind of fella.
And he would stand up for what he believed, too, for sure. Mm-hmm.
I've passed by and I've saw this at a distance. I've never walked up to it before. Maybe you have.
I've just seen it in pictures. I had a cousin one time that went there, and he brought pictures back. So.
And I can't remember, but this has something to do with the weather. Something that arch has something to do with weather when they developed it. Mm-hmm. I don't remember the story. I'd have to look into it. But the archway to St. Louis was completed on this date back in 1965.
Can't you go up in that?
I think so.
Yeah, I think you can.
I bet you wouldn't catch me in there.
Me either. Yeah.
I don't know. It's like if you get up here to the top of it where you can look out above St. Louis or not. But again, my height scare keeps me from ever doing anything like that.
Yeah.
Anybody remember this young lady? She was in what was that movie I'm trying to think of there, Candace?
Pretty Woman.
Yeah, yeah. Julia Roberts, born on this date, and we have no idea whatever made her think that Lyle Lovett was sexy.
Yeah, that was an odd pair right there. I would have never put those two together. As a matter of fact, I think when they did get together, I went, "What?
Yeah.
Like what in the world?"
Like somebody been drinking. It was like that.
Maybe he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. What was the Alan Jackson song? I'm married to you, baby, and I don't even know your name.
Yeah. Or Carrie Underwood. She's got one kind of similar to that.
Oh, 1972. He was in Philadelphia some years ago. He done a concert there on the brink before he went worldwide and, well, became the spokesperson for that insurance company. We're talking Brad Paisley, born on this day back in 72 there. Get a little mud on the tires.
So he'd be 50.
Yeah. Brad, I bet they're having a big party somewhere tonight for him. This guy's a little different. There's no way to word that. He's a pretty good actor, but different. He did play the Man in Black. You'll know him from that. Joaquin Phoenix was born this day.
I was wondering if you were going to be able to say that first name.
I've heard it enough where I caught on with that. Now, he had a brother that passed away, didn't he, River? Wasn't that his brother?
I think it
That
was.
was in Stand By Me?
Yeah, I think it was. You know, River Phoenix did pass away. It was back when I was a teenager. I remember that.
Drugs, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was.
Never ends up good for people that do that. 2007, we would lose one of the brightest faces of Nash Vegas, as we would lose Dolly's other half, well, so to speak. Porter Wagner passed away on this date back in 2007. Of course, he was the spokesperson for the Grand Ole Opry for years. Had the big thank you inside the jacket.
I got to go when I went to the Grand Ole Opry the first time I ever went. I saw him.
Of course, songs that you would know, the Green, Green Grass of Home. That was one of those. And I would say his biggest, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, would be the Carroll County Accident, where most Americans thought that song was about the county that they lived in their part of the state. Carroll County Accident. What an interesting song that was. And that ring was, well, never told about, that was found in the well. 2007, y'all remember this movie?
This was a cute movie.
It was.
It really was.
The Bee Movie. They didn't make shapely cartoon characters like that when I was a kid. I just wanted to point that out.
Yeah. They were almost the stick people.
Yeah. We would lose someone today, and you're not going to know his name. If I say James MacArthur, you go, who? Yeah, but if I were to say those famous words, booking Dano, you'll know exactly what I mean. He passed away on this date back in 2010. Of course, he was Dano from Hawaii Five-0 with Steve McGarrett.
Yeah.
I know they had a remake, but I never could make myself watch it. It just wasn't the same.
Yeah, I don't really like remakes. I like the originals.
Jack Lord was just, he was Steve. It never could be replaced. Not in my mind. We would lose somebody from the country music world who was really, really good. Fast Train to Georgia and a whole lot more he wrote. We would lose him today. He passed away. Billy Joe Schaefer passed away back in 2020. 2 years already there. Great songwriter. And we certainly hate that. Nominated for a lot more.
He was 81 years old.
You know, his son died before that. He thought the world of his son. His son passed away due to, if I'm not mistaken, it was a drug-related issue that happened there. He thought a lot of that boy there, Eddie, if I remember what his name was. Bill said that River did die from a drug overdose outside the Viper Room in Los Angeles. I thought it had something to do with that. Now, I've always gotten hooked into, what is that show? It reels the last 24 hours of the superstar to where they track those last 24 hours before they pass away and show you what they did leading up to whatever it was.
Yeah.
Interesting. I always get hooked into that for some reason.
It's so sad, though, when they're like really big stars and, you know, they get into drugs or just anybody who gets into it's a sad thing.
It controls you, yeah.
Controls your life, and you lose, a lot of times people lose their families, lose everything they have, and it's just sad. It really is.
It's a sad part of reality, maybe is a way to put that also.
Can be turned around. But, you know,
somebody can help you.
Yeah, just have to make that choice.
Yeah, old boy named Jesus. Y'all give it a look sometime. Look that up.
Yep.
More coming up with Scotty Ray and Candace as we're already at 21 till the hour as we're getting ready for 9 o'clock. Hey, girl.
She was hiding for a moment.
I'd yawn, too. I don't blame you a bit. Scotty Ray and Candace, good morning.
One of the most important places to you is your home. That's why Patrick Allen Companies is proud to provide style, functionality, and security to your home. There's nothing quite like a well-designed overhead garage door or vinyl replacement windows, or the safety of a storm shelter to help your family feel protected. Patrick Allen offers doors and windows for commercial and industrial with dozens of innovative designs. Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, and satisfaction.
You'll fall in love with all things autumn at Al's Garden and Gift. Come awaken your senses with a bountiful selection of pumpkins in a variety of colors and sizes. Choose a mum and handmade wreath for an entrance. Select a fragrant Tyler candle or glamorous wash to freshen up indoors and the laundry. Savory spices, grilling sauces, gourmet jellies, Mississippi cheese straws, salsas, and Captain Rodney will make tailgating even more fun. Santa's elves are preparing for an exciting shopping season. Christmas open house is Sunday, November 6th. Al's Garden and Gift, a charming place to harvest memories and gifts this fall.
As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need. From box to lacrosse, they have the boot for you. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. Well, Chet's Paint and Body is wide open this morning, Candace. They're taking care of things of people that might have bumped into a friend, a deer. Woo. That's happened a lot these days. Is watch the roads as the temperatures start to go cooler. They will find your car and put a little ding into it.
They like to dart out in front of you.
Mm-hmm. You would be shocked as to how many accidents happen in a day's time in our area. It happens. Somebody backs into you. It may not be serious, but it's still dinged up your car and you want it to look right. See Chet, he'll walk you through this, show you how they can fix it. These are just a few of the examples. There's so many different ones that come in every day, from getting hit in the side. Of course, you get that front end damage, or maybe you let off the brake too soon, or maybe somebody backed into it. It all happens like that. And the all too familiar, the ball on the back of a truck going into a bumper. Mm-hmm. They fix those also. Yeah. Classics and a whole lot more. It is Chet's Paint and Body. Visit with them today. Oh. They'll help you out there. That's them there, right there in Center Hill, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. Scotty Ray and Candace, as Ellie just relaxes throughout the show today. She's happy, isn't she?
Yes, she is. She looks like she's fixing to start coughing or something. Somebody just put on here, they read that a headline about Nancy Pelosi's husband.
I hadn't heard that.
I have not heard that either. There was a home invasion. Huh.
I have not heard that. We'll look into that.
I don't know. Yeah.
Tomorrow, don't forget, this is coming up out at the Lauderdale County Agri Center. It will be there. The holiday extravaganza gets underway tomorrow morning beginning at 9. It will run through 4. Admission is free. They're going to have over 100 and something vendors there. Food doesn't cost anything. Right. If you're looking for a Christmas gift, come on out. Mm-hmm. You'll enjoy yourself.
And while you're out there, you got to get one of Jack's sausage dogs.
It's good stuff.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Now, also tomorrow, we got Trunk or Treat. Let's pull this up, and I'm assuming that all systems are go on these events. Antioch Southern Methodist Church there in Collinsville, they're going to be having their Trunk or Treat.
That's right. It's from 5:30 to 7 p.m., and that's going to be located at 11441 Center Hill Martin Road in Collinsville.
Let's see what else we got. The Fall Festival, also at First Baptist Church of Marion. Y'all got a lot there, too.
That's right. That's going to be Saturday, October 29th, 4 to 6 p.m. They've got all kind of stuff going on. Food, games, prizes. They got bouncy houses for the kids.
Yeah, Enterprise. Look here. Y'all are doing some stuff there at Ritchie Park. Their Fall Festival gets underway, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m., if you can make it out for that. Mm-hmm.
The Halloween Festival is going to be at Archusa Creek Water Park. It's Saturday, October 29th. $5 admissions, free parking, and it's from 6 to 9 p.m.
Let's see here. We got a haunted tunnel that's taking place. That's tomorrow also.
That's right. That's in Pachuta, Mississippi. They got says that costumes are welcome. $3 for kids 10 and under. $5 for adults.
Faith Baptist Church also having theirs on Sunday as they get ready for their events. There's no rain mentioned for Sunday on that event. And
that's right, 5 to 7 p.m. Mm-hmm.
Then we've got October 30th, Sunday, Northeast Park Planet Playground. They're having theirs.
Yes, That's going to be Sunday, October 30th, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m.
Let's see if we had any more that's happening. Oh, yeah, we can't leave out Mississippi Highway Patrol. Those guys up on the hill, y'all can't miss them. This is going to be on Monday is when this will take place.
Yeah, trunk or treat. Lots of Halloween candy and fun, they said.
So that's a sample of what's going on. Oh, wait a minute. We cannot leave out Decatur, can we? There's just absolutely no way we do that.
That's right. They got the Decatur Treat Street, Monday, October 31st, 5 to 7 p.m. at the ECCC campus. So.
Yeah, and let's see here. Oh, yeah, Meridian Halloween is going to be celebrated, don't forget, Monday afternoon. That's going to be from 6 until 8 p.m. Yes. And I think most towns are doing Monday at this point, 6 to 8 p.m. If there's been some changes, I don't know about it.
That's right.
Somebody's awake and ready to go somewhere, aren't you, girl? I get no respect. Let's see, as we begin this day, let's look at a few other headlines that are happening across this. And let's go to Daily Mail. I've ridden this at Dollywood. Everybody know what I'm talking about? The train at Dollywood? Mm-hmm. Look at this. This is what happened. This is at a theme park here.
Goodness.
The train overturned. People were taken to the hospital. It was no serious injury from what I'm understanding, but it did turn over.
That's scary.
That is so fun to ride at Dollywood.
I've never been to Dollywood. I've always wanted to go and have never gotten to go. So.
It's the country folks' headquarters for vacation. Mm-hmm. It truly is. Yeah. I enjoyed it. Most of our family portraits were made there.
Yeah, what was where you could go and watch them do it was called the Dixie Stampede.
Yeah.
I think they've renamed it or something.
It got politically correct.
The craziness in the world, but yeah.
Also, the Comedy Barn that was downtown Gatlinburg, that was always funny, if you ever had a chance to go there. Matthew Perry, who we all know who has had some serious drinking problems, among other issues, makes his statement, and I don't know why anyone, if this truly happened, you wouldn't keep it to yourself. Mm-hmm. But he's claiming, of course, we know Eddie Van Halen, Valerie Bertinelli, who was on One Day at a Time, wasn't that
yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's claiming that he had a quick fling with her while her husband was passed out. Now, why would you say that?
Yeah, why would you say that?
Even if it really happened, and she's saying it didn't. He may have imagined it in his
maybe
head.
he did imagine it. They were talking about he was like really bad into drugs at the time.
Yeah, he may have thought that
might have been a hallucination.
Yeah. Here's something that is serious. As we've seen all this stuff from Russia that is going on, they're forcing people, especially, do you know this about if you hadn't paid your child support, you get a one-way ticket to the front lines of the war?
No.
That's what they're doing. If you have not paid child support to your family, you get the one-way ticket there. Now, Russia has set up a second line. They've got the soldiers on the front line. If they turn to run, the second group shoots them.
Oh, my
They're
goodness.
told that if you run and don't fight, you will be killed if you are a coward. Whoa.
Yeah.
That's as strong as it gets there.
That is scary.
The latest from Russia there. A hot mic was caught, Schumer, as they were talking about the chances of coming up on the 8th, and he goes, we're in danger. They seem to think that Dr. Oz is not going to win. I've seen nothing but that odds of Oz winning are strong. What have you heard?
I mean, I would think that the odds should be strong of him winning, especially how the debate went.
Yeah.
I mean, the other opponent, Fetterman, couldn't even carry on a conversation due to medical conditions that he has. But I don't know. I just feel like people are endorsing the Fetterman guy. But it just makes me wonder if they're just putting him there as a front man and somebody else is going to be running the show.
It would be, or they take over immediately after his health is too bad. That may be the deal.
Yeah.
Liz Cheney, I think we know most of that name, who is an ousted Republican. She went against Trump, and the voters said, well, we don't like you anymore, and they elected somebody else, is endorsing the Democrat against her. She's switching parties altogether.
I'm not surprised. I mean, it was like she was, running for somebody else.
What did he call it? Rhinos?
Right. She had totally different views when she was in the Republican Party. Or I guess she still is in the Republican Party, but when she was, up there.
All right. Sue gives us an update from Enterprise.
Due to the rain, in the forecast for Saturday, they're going to move all events to Monday on the 31st. Fall Festival in the park from 6 to 8 p.m. and Trick or Treat from 5 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, and if you've got something similar to that, please let us know if there's changes in your events due to that rain tomorrow.
Yeah, because people have put a lot into these things.
Oh, yeah.
They don't want them ruined by the weather, and if they can move them and still have a great time, I don't blame them.
They've got Joe out on the campaign trail along with Kamala. She's out trying to hustle up some support for those.
I hear Obama's going to Georgia.
He's going to Georgia?
To try to get
Herschel is the big race there. Will Herschel win?
Herschel and the Warnock guy.
Yeah, I can't.
Warnock. I think.
Warnock. That may be, I think you're right on that. I can never remember that name.
I think he's a pastor or a preacher or something over there.
Uncle Joe may have some more trouble coming. If you'll remember, they passed out all those raises not long ago because of the threat of a strike with the railroad. They just handed it over, and it was a bunch of money.
Yeah.
It looks like that is not over, and possibly another strike is coming next month. We'll watch this, because if that hits, that's going to drive prices extremely high on everything, because there's so much that is shipped across America by rail.
Right. That's going to be a mess, for sure. Which is scary because, I mean, like we said, Christmas is coming up.
Right.
I worry that people won't be able to get their stuff if they order it because of stuff like that happening,
If you own Facebook stock, you can't help but look and go, oh, my heavens, I should have got rid of that a month ago, where it was up to $400 a share. It is now at about $97 this morning. He has lost billions, Zuckerberg has, all because he invented this other thing that has been a flop. They created that new company, Meta.
Is that what it was called?
Yeah, Meta, and it was like a gaming type thing. People are not flocking to it like they thought.
Metaverse.
Stocks are tumbling. Yeah. Let's hope they'll fix it. Maybe free speech one day brought back there also. We'll never know. We had someone, it's so horrible for anybody to take their own life. We go to look at this story. A real estate developer, he was 66 years old. That's getting up in age to do something like this. He was part of that scheme of paying to get their kid into college. You remember that?
I remember that because there was one of the ladies, what was her name?
All that
on the Hallmark channel.
Yeah.
She was, I can't remember what her
Becky,
name was. But
she
was on Full House.
Yeah, Becky, whatever her real name is.
But yeah, she and her husband were involved in all of that, paying to get their child into a school. I guess falsifying different things, to get them in.
No word yet why he done that, but he took his own life. He was involved in that scheme, but took his own life. You really hate that.
He was jailed for a month, I think they said.
From that. You look at people that do that. Even Tom T. Hall, one of my favorite singers of all time, did that. He was in his 80s and took his own life. Check on people that don't seem to be doing okay. I would have never expected Tom T. Hall to do something like that. Never.
A lot of times that is the case, though. People, you just don't know what people are going through in their walk through life. You don't know.
Or stumble through life. Maybe that's a better way to put it.
Well, yeah. So, I mean, be kind to people and offer a hand when you can.
That's the way to do it. We got so much more coming up. We still got a few minutes before they take it away from us this morning. We got something to yak about. Y'all stay with us. We'll be right back. J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes. And they even do work on motorcycles. With the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
On this field, as on the gridiron, each inch is fought for and marked by sweat. Each inch taken through disciplined training. With the Kubota L2501 tackling each inch in the trenches, whether those inches are measured here or here, all adding up to yards. For each yard, Kubota measures victory, and the touchdown is Parrish Tractor. Here, we're much more than a tractor store.
Mark your calendars for the Holiday Extravaganza Gift Show, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. Saturday, October the 29th, at the Lauderdale County Agri Center. From boutique items, jewelry, wooden items, t-shirts, tumblers and candles, soups and dips, home decor, and stocking stuffers. Gift ideas galore. Something for everyone on your Christmas wish list. That's Saturday, October the 29th from 9 a.m. until 4 p.m. The Holiday Extravaganza at the Lauderdale County Agri Center. Well, our friends at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply is there for you this morning. Why? Well, they know there's something called deer season and that rain is coming tomorrow. If you haven't gotten it in the ground, drop on by. It's not going to be one of those washaways. It'll be perfect for it if you haven't got your seed in the ground yet. Maybe you need to put some ammonium nitrate out. Perfect to do that today. Swing by. They've got all that for you and so much more. Game cameras, if you need one, you never had one, or you need to upgrade. Got all of those in stock, including your deer attractants. If you need a block, a mineral, any of those, they have it, including tinks and so much more. Maybe you need a place to hide. They got them there for you.
Yeah.
Put that in the backyard, your wife won't see you.
Yeah.
Deer feeders and a whole lot more. Of course, the gift shop where they've got so much there for swings and setting and rocking. Enjoy your life while you can. Boy, those are great for that there.
Those are nice.
Enjoy it on the porch.
They're really nice.
See it there. If you need something pumpkin, they got all of that for you as we move in toward the holidays of Thanksgiving. And so much more. Work boots, all that the working man needs, including all your animals there. They'll take care of you. The Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Drop in and visit. 854 with Scotty Ray and Candace. We had a few names put up for us that we didn't remember. Lori.
Lori Laughlin. That was the one that we were talking about that was on the Hallmark Channel that was involved in the school thing where they were paying for their children to get into college.
Yeah. Appreciate you putting that out there for us there.
Thank you.
Matthew Perry, Maureen says, took 55 pills a day. Well, you've got a problem, don't you?
And that's like 55 pain pills a day would normally kill most anybody, I would imagine. 55. I mean, how do you even break that down? Like, so many an hour? I mean, my gosh.
People like that, I just don't, and he looks nothing like he used to.
It's a shame. I always liked him on the show Friends.
Yeah.
He did a really good job, you know.
I don't know if y'all remember back in, this was in Las Vegas, a girl that said that she was accused of walking out and out paying her check at a Chili's. And she said that she was falsely accused because she was just so hot that she looked so good. She's now being accused of murdering her mother. Yeah.
Goodness, that's awful.
We just do not like that. I don't know. Let's see. Let me see here what else of news that we've got going on. We do here. The latest that is breaking, Nancy Pelosi's husband, Paul, has been violently assaulted during an early morning break-in in their $6 million San Francisco home.
Oh, my goodness.
So we'll find out more about this as the day progresses, but that is the headline as we look at this. Pretty serious there.
That's right. We got one more birthday real quick.
Okay.
Charlene Etheridge wants to wish her granddaughter Emma Watson a very happy birthday. So happy birthday, Emma.
As we dig deeper into this, it says that Pelosi's husband was violently assaulted in the early morning hours this morning. Assailant broke into their home and attacked him. She was out of town. It's their San Francisco home there on Pacific Heights. The suspect has not been named, and the motivation of the assault is under investigation. Her office said the millionaire couple has been the frequent target of protest.
Yeah, it says in January of 2021, I had not heard this, a pig's head was left outside their garage door.
I did not know that.
With red paint on it in a demonstration saying $2,000 COVID relief checks were not enough.
Regardless whether you like this woman or not, this
awful.
does not need to happen.
No,
we
is
certainly
awful.
hope whoever did this is brought to justice.
Definitely.
We
Yes.
want to say thank y'all. The weekend is here. We'll keep you on top of the weather all day tomorrow. Yes. Candace is going to give us a hair update come Monday there.
Oh, that's right. I will before I go to the eye doctor. Excuse me. But y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend and stay safe and get your umbrellas ready because you'll need them.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners: